Okay, so you've installed the software and opened the software, and you will have been presented with a dashboard pretty much like this until you press the play button to watch this video. Okay, so what I want to do here is run through two things. First of all, the dashboard that you see in front of you and how to use that, and then secondly, I'm going to run through the actual funnel generator software to show you how that works and how to use that. Okay, so to get started then, you'll see that this template is divided into three sections. There's the video at the top, and then just underneath there is the standard templates, and this is what you will be using if you bought the light version of this product. And then underneath those we have the premium templates. So let's just talk about what these do for a start. The standard template, when you run that software and put in the information, what you will end up with are two squeeze pages. It makes two at the same time. It makes this one, which is a traditional side-by-side squeeze page, and this one, which is an all-in-one column squeeze page. Now, both of these are classic squeeze page designs. They're basic, but many of the top list builders out there, I mean, six-figure earning people, still use squeeze pages like this, and the reason is that they convert. Okay, they're tested to the nth degree and they actually convert. So there's nothing wrong with them being basic. Okay, and then the other thing that this software makes for you is this thank you page. Now it's a monetized thank you page, and you'll see exactly how that works as I go through the actual software itself. Okay, so you get all of these three just by running that software. So if I click on here, I'll show you exactly what's going to happen. Well, first thing, when I click on it, everything disappears. So don't panic. What it's doing now is it's loading up that software. It doesn't take a second or two, and here it is. So basically, that software is now running, and you just go through the questions, filling in the gaps, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a moment or two. Close it and you go back to the dashboard again. Now let's take a look at the premium templates. When you run one of these, it will make you the squeeze page, which looks, these are little images of the actual squeeze pages that I've made with it. Okay, so that one's the car, the beach, and the money. So all this one will do is it will make that squeeze page for you, and it will make the thank you page. Okay, so you get one squeeze page and the thank you page. And if you've bought the upgrade, or you've bought the premium version of this, when you click on that one, for example, it all disappears again. It's loading up the car generator, and there it is. And I've put the image in the background there so you know which one you're working with and there's no confusion. Close it and you go back to the dashboard again. Similarly with the beach, exactly the same thing. Now, if you haven't upgraded, if you click on these, it will take you through to the upgrade page, so you can choose to upgrade to the pro version and be able to use these premium templates as well. So let's now go through the funnel generator to show you exactly how that works. Just 1 second and I'll load it up. Okay, so when you open this software, you'll get this explanation. We'll just close that out. It's a mini funnel generator, and the first thing it's going to ask us is the title of our page. So we're just going to put new page in here for now, and you just basically add in what it asks you to in the gap here. There's a help file at the top, which you've probably already found, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. And there's these little hints at the bottom to keep you on the right track. You can just click next, or you can click page down on the keyboard if you wish to. So I'm going to say this is a main headline, and click next, and this is a super sub headline, and Nedline, what's one of those? And what we'll do is we'll put a few dots after it. Next, the URL of your product image. I'm going to pause the video and go and grab one of those.
So let's have one of those in there. Hopefully it's not too big. I'll just grab one at random. Web form code. So just go into get response and grab my form code. Should work with any autoresponder. Next it's bullet point 1, and what I'll do is I'll just copy that because we've got a couple. These are optional, by the way. The first one you need to put in, but the others you don't. And add code for the top of the download page. This is the add code. Here I've got some Google AdSense code that I've already created. You just paste that in there, and then add code for the bottom. And I've got a banner here for the bottom of the page, which I can just copy and paste in. Next, the download link for the freebie. I'm just going to put in Google. And do you want an exit pop? I'll say no, I'll say yes actually, and then it'll ask me for the link where it wants to go to, so I'll do Google again. Obviously you put in your other offer here and then finish, and basically it's doing it. I'm not going to save it, and so I've got something now called Pages. So I'm going to open up my this is my FileZilla, and I'm just going to drag that and drop it into advertiser.net. If we look in here, you can see that it's actually created an index file, then index 2. There's 2 types of squeeze page, and then the thanks page. Okay, so we'll check those out. Okay, and there's our squeeze page all set up and ready. You see the cover graphic could have been a little bit bigger. There's the bullet points, a nice background on it, and there's the form with an arrow. If we go index 2.html, and I do want to leave the page. There's our second squeeze, different style this time, all in a line going down. And again, the exit pop should work. Yeah, do we want to leave this page? If we stay on the page, it will exit us to Google. Let's just have a look while we're there at the thanks page. I do want to leave the page on this occasion. There's the thank you page. There's the download link, and that will lead to Google. You can see it down in the corner there. The ad at the top's not appearing because it's a Google ad and it's just being propagated, but you can see a space there where there will be a ad from Google, and there's the banner ad that I put at the bottom. Maybe if I refresh the page, no, Google ads not showing up yet. They sometimes take a little while to show up on a brand new page. So there we go, easy as that. What I do want to do is, because that ad wasn't showing up, I do want to actually show you that it is there. So if we go to the thanks page, I'm going to just open it with Notepad++, and we can see the code here, and there it is. That's the Google ad code as I put in, basically pasted into the correct spot. So the only reason it wasn't showing up before was that they do take some time to propagate, maybe an hour or two before it starts delivering ads when you get a new site on the net.
Now, before you go off and start using this software, there is one little tip that I want to give anybody using the premium templates, and I've got one loaded up on the screen. As you can see, this is just one I've very quickly made, and it's about, I want to show you how to get this effect here, rather than having some kind of box in there which is going to look a bit ugly. This looks like it's integrated in, well, it is integrated in, and I want to show you how to get that effect so it can look as good as that when you make yours. And it's all to do with how you design the form that we've got here, okay? And I think this is pretty much available to, as far as I know, almost every good autoresponder service. Certainly Aweber GetResponse, you can do this, and I'm sure all the others you can as well. and I'll show you how to do it. I'm in GetResponse now. I'm going to find this web form and show you how I made it like that. Okay, so I'm in GetResponse, and it's this first one which I use for testing, and I'm just going to go on first of all to edit, and you'll see what I've done. First of all, I've used this plain web form. Okay, it's got a transparent background. This checkerboard effect here, that means that it's transparent, so there's no background color. The background color is going to be picked up of whatever the background color I put this form on. Okay, so here it's a dark color. Okay, so what I've done, you can't see it very well unless I hover over, the email there is done in white. Okay, and then I've made this a nice red color, but the email there is in white and this is in red. But it's important that the thing I want to stress is use something. If you use something like this, then you're going to get like that ugly box sat there. Okay, it's not ugly, but it's going to look probably not quite as slick as if you use a transparent background. So use a transparent background when you create the web form to get that kind of effect. Okay, that's all I wanted to point out to you, just to help you integrate it nicely and get your pages looking the best they could possibly be. So thanks for watching. Hope you get a ton of use out of this software.